You know when you're scrolling and you see a dress and think, yeah, that's a bit of me. That's how I felt when I saw this. So I tried to find it on Vinted so it could cost me a bit less. And then I tried it on. The bottom of this is where you can really see that we're struggling. And to make it worse, this dress is sold out on the website and the person that I bought it from ghosted me, so I can't even bring it back. But it's inspired me to start this series, Stitch or Ditch, where we either stitch something to make it better or we ditch it. Starting off with this dress, and I think we're going to stitch it because I do want to keep it. So for the waist, I'm just pinching the sides to kind of gauge how much I want to take it in by, and then I'm taking my chalk here and I'm just going to mark that point here. I'm saving you from me yapping with this voiceover. So basically I pinch the sides by how much I want to take it in by, and we need to do the same for the bottom as well, but factoring in the tassels, and that's going to make it a tiny bit longer. So I kind of just bent down and marked myself where I want it to sit on me and made that line long enough so that it doesn't rub out in the future. So now we've done the initial markings, I'm going to take it onto my table and then we can finesse those lines and stitch it. So by finesse, all we're basically doing is going over those chalked markings just to make sure it's a bit more visible. What I did is I marked one side and then folded my dress in half and kind of used that to mimic the chalk markings on the other side, if that makes sense, just to make sure that it's identical on both sides, so it's not like one side is tighter than the other. So yeah, I'm just doing that to make sure it's really neat and clear. Once I've done that, I'm just going to go in with my pins to pin it in place to make sure it's all secure. I've pinned the sides and not the bottom because I'm slightly nervous about the bottom, and I also don't know if I have enough pins. So we're just going to take in the sides, see what it looks like. If we're happy with it, then we can move on to the hem. So I've done the first stitch and I think it actually looks okay. There's just a bit of bulkiness. Let me see if I can show you. If I angle this camera properly, like hopefully you can see that, but there's like a bit of a bulky sticking out thingy on one of the sides. I think I just need to like stitch and tailor it like properly. But yeah, I think once we've done that, we should be good to go. So we're moving on to our hem, and I'm just marking the front and the back just to make those chalk markings a bit deeper. This next step is what stressed me out. So basically, I'm trying to stitch from like that braided part just above the tassels to where I want to take it up to, but to make it seamless or to make it look good, that line needs to be like so neat and so precise and so on point. So I'm trying to kind of basically gauge where exactly I need to pin so that it comes out looking good, if that makes sense. I don't want this to look like a botched I try to stitch or hem a dress. So that was a tackle. I think we've managed it. So I've pinned all the way around. I've been so cautious before doing this last stitch because if I stitch it wrong and I have to seam rip it, it's literally going to take me forever. So I've pinned it, I basted it, and now I think we're ready to take it to our sewing machine. Let's just pray, guys, that this stitch comes out the way that I want it to. Guys, I think we're almost there. Let me show you the hem. Hopefully you guys can see properly, but this is the new hem. I know it looks really weird at the moment, but that's because it's so bulky at the bottom. So the aim is to like cut it off, trim it, stitch it, and then we can see what we're working with. So I've turned her inside out. We're just going to trim the excess fabric off of the bottom, and then I'm going to stitch it around with my overcast stitch just to make sure it doesn't fray. This is her in her final form. I'm really happy with how this came out. Obviously, I don't look as frumpy as I did in the beginning of the video. The neckline is a tiny bit like gapey or big, but I think she'll be okay. But let me know what you guys think. Was it worth stitching instead of stitching? So this is dress number 2. I don't even know if this one is gonna fit on my body. I got it a few years back. The thing that makes no sense to me about this dress is I bought it and the strap was turned inside out. So the minimum we need to do is fix that. I've been trying to put this camera somewhere so you can see what it looks like properly. Hopefully you can get the vibe. One, I'm sucking it in for my dear life. And two, it's not really my vibe anymore, so I think we're gonna ditch it. But I do want to fix a strap at the back first before I give it away, so let's do that. So as you can see, the strap is twisted right now, so I think what we need to do is just seam rip it to kind of take it off and re-add it, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm going in with my seam ripper, and I'm just taking my time, making sure I'm not snagging the actual fabric, and just seam ripping off that stitch. So I've seam ripped that stitch, and at first I was trying to like twist it round to make it sit properly, but it just was not working. So I ended up just pulling out the strap and re-adding it. I'll probably do a separate like adjustable strap video at some point, but I'm pushing through the top of the strip, we're gonna call it the strip or the strap, through one end, and then the other end of that like two hold adjustable strap thingy. I'm sure it has a proper name. So we're just gonna do that, and I'm gonna pull it through that circle hole that we have, making sure that the strap is at the back, and then I'm just gonna pull it all the way back up, and I'm pushing it through the back end of that two hold what is this thing called? That two-hole thing, so that this strap comes out on the other side. This looks kind of like really fiddly, which is probably why it's so hard to explain, so I'm really hoping that the visual helps. So once I've pulled it through and flattened it, this is what it looks like, and then we just need to redo that stitch of that tiny little strap that is left at the bottom, so the end of that strap, and I'm just stitching it to the loop part, so this part right here, and that's just going to secure it in place. Obviously we don't want our strap dropping out after we've adjusted it. So I've hand stitched it, I've trimmed off the thread, and this is what it came out looking like. Honestly, I think it's such an L that I actually bought a dress that had a twisted strap, but it is what it is. So we've done the strap, and no, I'm not putting this dress back on. I'm just hoping the next person that gets this doesn't have to squash their intestines to actually get it to fit. So we've stitched one dress and we're ditching the other one. Let me know which one you would stitch or ditch. And if you do enjoy this video, make sure you watch this one next, and I will see you over there. Bye guys!